From skinny fat to sexy fit. That's what I'm helping you with today. Now, this is not just for ladies, although most women who complain of being skinny fat, that's our vast majority of people. However, there are some guys who would also categorize themselves as skinny fat. We're going to define it. I'm going to tell you what causes it, and then I'm going to go right into a gentle and safe 5-minute, very simple training routine that you can do at home, at the gym, when you're traveling, at an Airbnb, at your in-laws' house, wherever. And that's going to be the start of your reversal of your state of being skinny fat. We want to take you to sexy fit. Today starts that progress and that process. All right, so first and foremost, guys, if you're watching, this applies to us as well. Here's the deal. This is, when you look at the muscles of the female body, and you see them on this anatomical diagram, these are well-developed muscles. These are not like bodybuilder, steroid, pharmaceutically enhanced physiques. These are just properly developed, meaning if you ask me, what does this lady do to look like this? Of course, her skin would be on top. There'd be a light layer of fat between the skin and the muscles. I would say she looks like she takes care of herself. She does proper resistance training, which doesn't mean heavy weight training and progressive overload and that kind of stuff, and go in beast mode with the HIIT programs. She does a proper, safe, gentle style of training that gives her balanced muscle development and a pleasantly aesthetic physique. Of course, that has many, many beneficial health implications, which is what we're actually after. Remember that. We're after the beneficial health implications, okay? The looking good on the outside is a side effect benefit. That's not the main focus. So check this out. Some of you already know Jessica, you know Michelle, you know Diana, you know Dee, you know Mary, all these other ladies, Stephanie, on and on, Lauren. So many women on the other videos who've shared their stories, cellulite-specific stories of reversal. Some of them were skinny fat as well, and they've all reversed their situation. So here's what this looks like. Being that this is a properly developed female body, meaning that I would say she is doing proper training on a consistent basis. She's eating very healthy, not doing some wacky biohacker diets or like taking 30 supplements from sunup to sundown. That's another story. But she's eating well. She's training properly and consistently, and she has proper muscle balance and development. I guarantee you put skin on this lady, she's going to look good. Now, the skinny fat person, guys, you too, they're either not training or they're not training properly. That's key. So many people are pounding away, doing the beast mode programs, the crazy plyometrics and the flipping tires and swinging kettlebells between the crotch and the heavy progressive overload. You name it. You know what I'm talking about. Quite often, they're doing the wrong things for the goals they're trying to achieve, and they're getting aches, pains, injuries, burnout, frustration, and they give up, okay? Some of them don't give up. They just keep grinding and grinding and grinding, hoping and praying something's going to change. Today, something is going to change. Now, if you're sedentary and not doing anything, you're kind of like middle-aged mom, you've had a few kids, you're busy, you're all over the place, you don't have time to go to the gym for 2 hours, today is your day. I've got you covered, okay? What happens is, whether you're sedentary or you're randomly training, the muscles get deflated, meaning they lose their muscle volume. And if you're low carbing it, you're losing even more muscle volume. And if your protein is off, you're losing muscle tissue in addition to the volume provided by the good carbohydrates. Remember that word, hydrates. Okay, so now if you deflate these muscles and atrophy them, they get flaccid, they get mushy, they get soft and droopy. And when that happens, the skin and the fat layer, even though you're not overweight fat, you still have fat. That all droops down. It hangs, it sags, It looks ripply, dimply, it's flabby, it's like shaky. And you know, because when you take off your outfit, you look in the mirror before the shower or getting out of the bath, you're like, oh my God, what is all this stuff on my skinny fat body? It's all like gravity's pulling it to the ground. There's nothing aesthetically pleasing to look at. You want to change that. This is what we're talking about. Okay, so what do we do to change that? Number one, if you're training improperly, we've got to switch to proper training, which I'm going to show you here in a second. If you're not training at all, it's a blessing for you because you got to start training properly, and you'll be able to do that today, provided if you're unsure whether or not you're supposed to be doing what I'm going to show you, get clearance from your doctor. Literally, take my videos, take the whole channel, send them to your specialist or OBGYN, your doctor. Say, check out this guy's stuff. It's Joey Atlas, master's degree, exercise physiology, private health and fitness coach to people around the world. And he's not some digital creator in his 20s making workout videos. This guy's a veteran. I've been doing this my whole life since I was a kid. And you're getting that experience as you go through these videos. Okay, share it with your doctor, get clearance. All right, provided you have clearance or you're going to take a chance and do this yourself. Again, very gentle, but we always want to play it safe. Here's what we're aiming to do. Jessica, when she first came into my world or allowed me into her world, she was, like she wasn't obese, huge, super fat, overweight. She was just regular busy mom body. Pancake butt was getting wider and wider, starting to see these dimples, ripples, and shadows, losing her shape that she had when she was younger. Arms have no form, they're just like drooping, linear. She was starting to get bad posture. And she wanted to change that. So she did. 3 months later, sleek, firm, toned, nice shape in her, especially in the lower body, waist tightened up a bit, legs, hips, nice and symmetrical and proportion. And she feels like a different woman. All right, she's one example. There's many other examples on this channel, ladies doing interviews. So now I'm going to walk you back, and then we're going to get into the training routine. All right, all you need is some floor space and your body. If you want the other routines, if you want the intermediate and you want some advanced routines, just post in the comments below. Programs, please. More, please. Whatever. Like, write me something that lets me know you want more and you're ready for more. Okay. So I've got my fitness mat here, but I'm going to leave that out for now. I could put it on the ground, but I'm going to leave it out for now. So here's the strategy we're going to employ to start activating the neurological system, the nervous system, that's brain and all the nerves serving the whole body and all the muscles, and the musculoskeletal system. We have to properly and gently reactivate those to turn the on switch on so that everything knows what's expected of them. And then we can start training gently, further progressing, changing things, changing your metabolism, changing how your hormones are processing, and changing the way your body looks and functions from the inside out. It's very simple, but we have to have the right information so that we're doing the right things. And then it becomes just a repetitive, progressive progress of your own fitness, your personal fit, not somebody else's, not your neighbors, not your sister-in-law who's doing the bodybuilding bikini competitions. No, this is you being helped by me doing things this way. Rule out all others, all other distractions, block them out. All right, the first thing you're going to do. Now, as I'm going through these and you come across one of the exercises that maybe you think you can't do or you can't do, post in the comments, I need an alternative for this. I need an alternative exercise for that, whatever it is. Okay, first exercise. We're going to take, the approach we're taking is lower body, mid body, and upper body. So for starters, we're doing this in 3 sections. So this mini session is going to hit all 3 zones. Okay, first one is lower body. So here we go. We're going to get into a squat position, Feet just outside shoulder width. Toes pointing out slightly. As we come down, we want the glutes to go back, the knees to point outward, and you want your knees to go past your toes. Don't ever let anybody tell you, don't let your knees go past your toes. That is totally false. It's like 100 years old, that crazy myth. Your knees are supposed to go past your toes. So let them go past, get down as low as possible. We're moving slowly and then up 95% of the way. We're going to do 6 reps on each exercise. And then you could duplicate that by starting the video over where the training starts and go through it again if you felt the first time was too easy. We're going way down low here, way down low to 95% up. You want to keep the knee bent at the top of the move. Don't straighten out like you see so many people doing when they're doing their squats. So we're going down as low as you could possibly get. If you can only get halfway or 1/3 the way, totally fine. Stop there and then come up to 95%. If you can get down all the way, down here, do it. And come up. Ooh, I'm starting to feel the burn down here. One more time. The reason for moving slowly is that we want to remove momentum that you see a lot of people doing. Maybe you're doing it too. And we want the muscles and nerves to actually do the work instead of the momentum doing the work or most of the work. Okay, so that's lower. Now we're going to go to mid-body. We're going to come down to the ground. You could use your mat or a towel. We're going to tuck the elbows underneath, fists directly underneath the eyes. We're lifting up, tightening the core, tightening the midsection to come up into the plank position. We're going to hold. This is a very simple, basic plank. We're going to hold that for 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go plank for reps. Check this out. If you need a rest, take a rest. Pause the video. Then you start it once you're ready to go. Planks for reps. Thighs touch down. You see that? And then we come up from the core, from the abs. We're contracting the abs and the core. Down slowly. Light touch with the tops of the thighs on the ground or the mat. Contract the abs. Down slowly. Now, as I'm doing these primer exercises to get you started going from skinny fat to sexy fit, if these are too advanced for you, let me know. Let me know, and I'll do a super extreme beginner sexy fat to skinny fat to sexy fit video in the next few weeks for you. But you got to let me know in the comments. Whoo, I'm feeling this. Whew. All right, so we're going to go from there now to upper. All right, check this out. Guys, you're going to go with the hands just outside shoulder width. Not wide, not underneath you, but just outside shoulder width. Ladies, you're going to do the same width, but ladies, you're going to cross your legs here like this because when you push up, you're going to slowly push up onto your knees and then down slowly. If you're super strong already and you could go from the feet like the guys should be doing, you're going to pull your toes toward you, pushing up slowly, not fast, and do not lock your elbows out. Elbows stay slightly bent at the top, okay? So we're coming down. Elbows are pointing out slightly, down slowly, and up 95% of the way without popping and locking the elbows out. If you can only come down halfway, that's totally fine for now. Come down halfway only instead of all the way. Coming down slowly. All right, ladies, remember this is how you're doing it. Down here, halfway. Up 95%. Don't pop and lock out. Down slowly. For those of you who can only go halfway, go halfway. For those of you who can go down all the way to the ground like this, do it. And then slow push up, flexing the chest muscles. Woo, I'm feeling this already. We got at least one more exercise to go. But I'm feeling my legs activated, whole lower body, glutes too. My core is activated. And now my upper body's activated, okay? We got all 3 major zones activated. That's step 1 in this whole process. Okay, Now we're going to go backwards, upper, mid, lower, and then we're going to be done. So as I'm doing this reverse circuit, post in the comments where you're tuning in from, because the last few videos, they're starting to go viral, getting way more views than I used to. And people are tuning in from all over the world. So let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay, so now we're going upper, mid, and then lower. Check this out. For this set, we're going to put the hands directly under the shoulders. Hands directly under the shoulders, elbows close instead of out. Elbows close to the body, like this, tucked in. Now we're only doing a half body push-up. Some people call this the cobra push-up. Some people call it the half body push-up. Call it what you want, but you want to do it slowly and controlled on the way down and on the way up. Again, when you're at the top, don't lock your elbows out. Keep a slight bend in the elbows at the top. As you're coming down, keep those elbows tucked in. We'll give you 3 more for good measure, but the upper body is activated. Woo! Wow. Woo. Woo. Wow. Okay, so the cool thing you're noticing, this guy's not using any weights. He's not going beast mode. He's not jumping around like a maniac. He's not doing wind sprints. He's not doing plyometrics. He's not doing Zumba. No progressive overload. We don't need progressive overload and HIIT programs when we move the body properly. That's a key phrase right there. I go to the gym a few times a week. Usually I train right here with the SEXXY-FIT home gym system over there and the body weight. Sometimes I go to the gym. There are so many people training beyond improperly. It's awful, some of the stuff I see. And some of it's being taught by the trainers. It's ridiculous. I can't believe this industry is, it's definitely 40 or 50 years old. There's so much bad stuff going on. Anyway, I can only do what I can do. So now we're going to go to the mid body, working our way up. So you're going to get yourself on the ground, toes pointing up. You're going to raise the hips and glutes. Pause. You're going to feel all this kicking in. You're going to feel everything. That's exactly what you want to feel. Not a burn per se, but you're going to feel everything doing some work, some good, healthy work. It should feel good. So we're going to hold this up here for a 10-second hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly relax it down. Okay, again, that's mid body. That's core. Okay, now coming up. We're going to finish up. Again, now we're back at the lower body to wrap this up. All right, so we're going to do the simple, safe squat again. I'm going to show you the front angle. That's what it looks like from the front. Toes pointing out slightly, knees pointing the same direction as the toes. So we're going from here. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Pause. Then I'm coming up 95% of the way. Okay, if you can only come down a third of the way, totally okay. Halfway, totally okay. If you can make it all the way down, woo, and then up slowly, 95%. Awesome. We'll give you a view from this side. Glutes go back, knees go past the toes. We get down low, still in control, up slowly, 95% of the way. All right, so I've got a few more videos for you. As I wrap this up, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you in close. I'm going to tell you where to get the other videos and the nutrition freebies. Here's what you're going to do. Post in the comments, nutrition please, and I will make sure that you get, at minimum, the Fusion Flex Fitness Nutrition Framework. You're going to love that. It's going to help you big time go from skinny fat to sexy fit. It's going to help with a bunch of other things health-wise as well. And I'll even share in the description and the first pinned comment, I will share a few other links that are coming to mind now that you can add to this session or totally progress onward to the next sessions that are totally appropriate for taking people from skinny fat to sexy fit, healthy on the inside, and feeling good mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Because you know as well as I do, when you're not liking yourself, when you're feeling unhealthy, when you're feeling weak, sluggish, out of shape, you don't want to be seen in a bikini or a summer dress or on vacation or when it's time to get intimate. You go into hiding. You're not feeling really good about life in general. We change all that by fixing the things that are at the root cause of all that, so that you start feeling better. You start feeling happy. You start feeling less inhibited. You want to live your life. You want to do all the things because you feel good and you look good. And those together are an incredibly powerful combination. So that's it for now. These videos are going viral. Let's get them out to more people. Make sure you subscribe, like, say hello, share this with your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, your in-laws, even if they're outlaws. Show them some love and send this over to them. All right? Peace. Much love to you. See you on the next one.